Google is in a bit of hot water. They have to pay out $7 million to settle a Wi-Fi privacy case. Consumer attorney Laura Cotter is here now with more. Welcome back to Prime Time, Laura.
Hi, thank you.
So this is crazy because they got slapped on the hand, but it's really not enough to stop them from violating.
It's not. And Google is in trouble yet again. Surprise, surprise. They keep violating our privacy rights over and over again.
Big brother, big brother.
Exactly, and this is just the latest. Now, Google critics are happy and sad with this decision. They're happy that they were fined, but the fine is only $7 million.
That's nothing,
It's nothing.
Tim. That's
it's
nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
That's grocery money for you folks. That's nothing.
To put it in perspective, they gross $100 million per week. So $100 million.
That's like a gallon of gas for you. Exactly.
It's nothing. It's nothing. They do have to agree to retrain their employees, and within 6 months, they have to set up a program. Lawyers like me will have to be more careful when they're coming up with new ideas. But that's what they do. They come up with new ideas, and the law is continually catching up. We don't have the laws in place, for electronic issues. And lawsuits are being filed, but they're using old wiretapping laws that apply to the old telegram and the old telephone laws.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. So
it's archaic.
Exactly. So computer giants like Microsoft and Google are responding with the defense. Well, we have to take the statute literally, and it doesn't say email, so we can look at your emails if you like. In fact, here in California, last December, a lawsuit was filed against Google because they can look at your emails, the Gmail, and scan it and read it, and then target you with adverts at the bottom of the screen.
So it's not to gain like your routing numbers for your bank account or your social security. It's more to target you as a consumer.
Exactly. They know what you're thinking. They know what you're talking about. They know what you're saying to your girlfriends. If you're sending a Bridezilla email to your bridesmaids, they'll immediately start targeting you with wedding dress adverts at the bottom right hand of the screen.
What if you're sending emails like, that are R-rated? What are they going to do?
Who knows what they could have to do with that?
I'm just saying,
that's another conversation.
When does and it is a big privacy issue. It's an invasion of privacy. And
it's a huge invasion of privacy, and the right to privacy is important because it fosters innovation and freedom of thought. We can't have those laws, or we need laws to better protect ourselves. Now, the other important issue is, in this lawsuit, what they were doing was Google Earth was driving these cars past people's houses and taking more than just scanning the emails. They were taking medical information, financial information, and it's now at least they're going to have to stop those things. And so when you see that car driving by, make sure you're wireless. Make sure
that is locked.
Make sure it's locked. That's the issue.
And
make sure it's encrypted.
A statement here, Laura. Let's read that. Okay, the company has issued a statement saying, "Quote: We work hard to get privacy rights at Google." Yeah, right. But in this case, we didn't.
They don't work hard, but they'll just come up with a new way to violate it, and they're tricky. So our legislature needs to step in on a statewide basis and on a federal basis to come up with laws to protect our privacy rights. And as a consumer attorney, I'm behind it.
Well, I don't know if you noticed that she shrunk, and then when we came back on camera, she's actually grown like 3 feet.
I just got to work out. My thighs are keeping me up there, so that was rough.
Oh boy, that's funny. Yeah, we'll get this chair thing straightened out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I think keep an eye on the courts. There's going to be a wave of lawsuits, and eventually we're going to bring Google down.
But why are we even using Google? If they're violating our rights, and our privacy, it's like being raped, like through,
Part of it's consumer awareness, and part of it people just aren't care. It's easy to use Gmail. They like the service they offer, and they don't read the privacy information.
They started charging me for Gmail.
Really?
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big deal.
So there needs to be a new system, and all you techies out there, get on the bandwagon, because there's going to be some protests. People are going to have an uprising against Google.
Right, same with Facebook, same with Instagram. Remember last year Instagram tried to sneak into their provisions that they could use our photographs in adverts for other things without our permission. And of course there was uproar, and they did within days take down that agreement and change it so that people would come back and start using Instagram again. But we're fighting Facebook, Instagram,
but we got to stay strong and fight these guys, because if we don't get in the business, they're going to have to change.
Exactly.
Or they'll be out of business. And you know what? They think they've got a monopoly on the situation. They think they're invincible and they can violate us. Well, I say no.
They can afford to keep paying fines.
Of course.
They're
It's
rich
worth it to
enough. They
them.
can keep going. They're earning money by using our information, so they can afford to pay the fines. So they're going to keep going unless we come up with something stronger to stop
But what
them.
can we do? Are there going to be lobbyists in effect to change laws?
The Federal Trade Commission could levy huge fines, not just $7 million. Start talking about billions, because they
What
earn
about
billions per year.
FTCs? Can't FTC cross over into this area?
Yes, and they have already. In fact, last year they sort of let them off the hook. They did come down on them for $25 million, which was a big fine when they created their own version of Facebook. I don't know whether you remember, Google had created Google Buzz. And if you had a Gmail account, they automatically set up a Google Buzz website for you without you even signing up for it. And people were all of a sudden had a social networking site that they didn't know about. And they, Google did get a really big slap on the wrist for it, but having said that, the laws still haven't changed, so they can come up with a new innovative way.
Consumers have power. We feed the monster. We feed the monster. All we have to do is stop and they'll listen.
Right.
Because money talks.
Right.
Money does talk. Look at Samsung biting at Apple's heels.
And Apple's another one that gets in trouble with these kinds of
Yeah.
things.
Well, it's about time. It's about time they stop raping the consumers.
Exactly. I believe that it's going to come to a head because of lawsuits are being filed in Canada, across the world. And in fact, 12 countries, I believe, have already come down pretty strong on Google for this very thing, scanning the Gmail issue. And because in Europe we have more strict laws, so perhaps the US should look at the stricter European laws, European Union laws, because they're finding Google and making them change their practices within their countries, but they don't have to do it here unless we address the issue.
And it's time.
It is time.
It's time.
It's right.
And it starts here on Prime Time. Laura Taylor. Laura, the woman who shrinks and gets taller.
I know.
Seconds. Thank you, Laura.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for coming.
Thank you.
A new study shows that a very popular antibiotic may be deadly. We're going to tell you which one, news you can use when we come back.